Hi, I'm Wes. Welcome to Securish, a cyber series where we explain cybersecurity topics and make it so easy even a baby could understand it. Or your grandma.
And speaking of grandmas, meet the legend herself, Grandma Bands. Look at her, all set with her tablet, she's ready to dive in, and I'm here to guide her, and you, on this journey. All right, let's do this.
All right, let's jump right in. First thing we got to talk about is something called the attack surface. Now, I want you to think about your digital life like it's a house. The attack surface, that's every single possible way a bad guy could try and sneak in. We're not just talking about the front door here. We're talking windows, the back door, the chimney, even a tiny little crack in the wall. The more entry points, the bigger your risk.
So, let's break down this digital house of yours into three main parts. First, you've got the digital part. This is all your software, your apps, your network connections. Hackers get in here using stuff like unpatched software or really weak passwords. Then there's the physical part. I'm talking your actual devices, your laptop, your phone. Losing your phone? That's basically like leaving your house keys in the front door. And finally, the most important part, the human domain. Yep, that's you. Attackers love tricking us with things like phishing emails to just let them walk right in.
So what does this actually look like in your own home? Well, take a look. Your attack surface includes all this stuff. Your smartphone, of course, your laptop, your gaming console, even that big smart TV, and those little smart plugs you have everywhere. Every single one of these gadgets is another potential door or window into your digital world.
Okay, now check this out, because this might actually surprise you. We all worry about our phones and our computers, right? But the data shows that one of the most vulnerable things in your house is the smart plug. Seriously, think about it. You plug it in, set it up, and then you just forget it exists. That makes it a super easy, unguarded doorway for hackers to get into your entire network.
So, we've just pointed out all the doors and windows. Your attack surface is probably way bigger than you thought. And I get it, that can feel a little stressful, but don't you worry. So how do we protect our digital house? The answer is a simple concept called cyber hygiene.
Now, cyber hygiene sounds all technical, but it's not, I promise. It's just like brushing your teeth or washing your hands. It's all about the simple, regular habits you practice to keep your digital life clean and secure. It's not about being a tech whiz, it's just about building a few good routines.
And that routine really comes down to four main things, four pillars of good cyber hygiene. We're talking regular updates, smart passwords, reliable backups, and just plain old cautious behavior. Think of these as the foundation for keeping your digital house locked down tight. Let's dig into a couple of them.
Okay, let's talk about updates first. You know that little notification that pops up? Don't ignore it. Ignoring an update is literally like the security company telling you there's a broken lock on your window, and you just say, I'll get to it later. Hackers love that. I mean, look at the Equifax breach, a huge company, and boom, 147 million people's data was exposed. Why? All because of one system that they forgot to update. That's how important this is.
All right, next up, backups. You gotta protect your precious files, like your photos and documents. The golden rule here is the 3-2-1 rule. It's super simple. Step 1, have at least 3 copies of your data. That's the original file plus 2 backups. That way, if something happens to one, you've still got 2 more.
Step 2 of the rule, use 2 different kinds of storage. So don't just have all your copies on your computer. Maybe keep one on an external hard drive and another one up in the cloud. This is key because if, say, your computer dies, you won't lose your backup that was on it too.
And the last piece of the puzzle, step 3, keep at least one of those copies off-site. That means somewhere that's not your house. Why? Well, think about it. If there's a fire or flood, both your computer and your external hard drive could get wrecked, but that copy in the cloud, it's safe and sound. It's your ultimate safety net.
Now we can talk about tech and rules all day long, but here's the real deal. It usually comes down to us. A whopping 88% of data breaches happen because of plain old human error. This is where those other 2 pillars come in, smart passwords and being cautious. Using password 123 for everything? That's on us. Clicking on a sketchy link in an email? That's us too. Our habits are, without a doubt, the biggest piece of this security puzzle.
All right, you've been soaking all this in. Time for a little pop quiz. Grandma Bands, this one's for you. Myth or reality? I don't need to worry about updating my devices if they are working just fine. And for all of you watching at home, I want to see your answers. Write it down in the comments right now. Don't be shy.
What's the verdict, Grandma Bands? That's a myth, Wes. Those updates patch up the security holes so the bad guys can't get in.
She nailed it. Absolutely right. That is a total myth.
Fantastic job, Grandma Bands, and a huge shout out to everyone in the comments who got that right too. Remember, updates aren't about getting fancy new buttons, they are your #1 defense against the bad guys.
And just like that, it's graduation day. You have officially passed the first level of your cyber training. You made it through Season 1 of Securish. And that goes for all of you in the Tech Playbook inside the Stack community too. Congratulations.
That's right. You've learned the basics, the fundamentals of how to protect yourself online. And that is definitely something worth celebrating. Let's hit it, Grandma. Celebrate good times, come on!
And that's a wrap. You did it. You made it all the way through Season 1 of Securish. So now we gotta know. Drop a comment and tell us what your favorite episode was and what's one new thing you learned this season.
You know, if you take just one thing away from this whole season, I hope it's this. Cybersecurity isn't some big, scary mystery with a guy in a hoodie. And it's not just for giant companies. It's about the stuff you use every single day. Your phone, your email, your apps, and yeah, even your bad habits.
Hopefully, you're walking away from this feeling a little smarter, a little more aware, and maybe, just maybe, you've already changed one of those bad habits. Because that's really what it's all about. Making those small, easy changes that make a huge difference in keeping you safe.
So yeah, this season is officially a wrap. But our mission, that's far from over. We've really only just scratched the surface here. There's so much more to cover to make sure you and your family are truly secure.
So what's next? Well, in Season 2, we're going to dive deeper into more advanced topics. We'll even explore some of the really cool careers you can have in cybersecurity. So you got to stick around. Make sure you follow the channel, and hey, drop a comment to let us know you're ready for what's coming next.
We seriously can't wait to have you back for Season 2. Until then, stay safe out there and stay securish.